I'm making some blueberry jam because I'm gonna make homemade Pop-Tarts with blueberry jam. Just rolled out my dough, my pastry dough. It's just basically flaky pie crust dough. I'm gonna fill them up with the blueberry jam that I made. It's about 1.5 tablespoons, maybe 2 tablespoons. You can't fill it up too much or it'll leak all out. So I always overfill them because it always looks too little. But we'll see if these leak out or not. I like to brush them with a little bit of cream instead of egg wash, just because it works for me. It works the same as egg wash, and I don't have to deal with smelly, messy egg. Okay, I brushed them with cream as well. Then I poked holes with a toothpick to make them kind of look like Pop-Tarts. I think these are probably harder than making a pie, since you have to cut them individually and measure them. But I like them better than a pie because they're not so big. When you just want something sweet and small, they're perfect size. They're out of the oven. They came out beautiful, perfectly golden brown. They're really hot inside. I'm sure that jam inside is super hot, so I'm gonna wait to try them. I tried a pie and the filling is a little bit like it's not sweet enough. It's a little bit tart and tangy. I guess those blueberries were just not that sweet. So I'm gonna see if Tim likes them just plain or if he wants a little bit of vanilla icing on them, like a thin little layer. See how he likes them, but I don't want to ice them yet until he comes home and tries them. But other than that, super flaky crust, came out perfect, buttery crust. The jam is okay, it's just the blueberries are a little bit sour. So I just thought to balance that, maybe he's gonna want some icing on them. But these are our little desserts for the week. We ordered the Dan Dan noodles, but we didn't get them as spicy.
Yeah, less spicy.
Yeah, just less spicy. The lady told us it was
Yeah.
like 8 out of 10.
Right.
And we got some, what is this, shrimp chow mein?
No, it's shrimp chow mein with knife cut noodles.
Knife cut noodles, and these are
Hand pulled, they call them. Yeah, yeah.
And some pot stickers. A little different how they do it.
Yeah, well, it just looks like that, and it's the pan. If you go like this, you can see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Cool, bro. By the way, we're at Shang Artisan Noodle at Durango.
Back here, downtown Summerlin. You're not supposed to record downtown Summerlin. But I just came in here to go to Sur la Table, to get a 8x8 baking dish. See if I could find one here. If not here, then maybe I'll stop at IKEA and Target to make some cheesecake bars for Valentine's Day. First, I need a matcha latte. It's like deja vu. I just got this a couple days ago. See's Candy. Valentine's Day. And Godiva. That's their competition right here. Never heard of this one, I don't think. I can make this, I can make this, I can make this, I can make those. So it looks like they just have like these metal ones, which aren't dishwasher safe. They'll rust. I'm gonna see if I can find some stoneware. These are supposed to be really good pans too, but again, hand wash only. I want something that's dishwasher safe. I'll keep looking. If not, IKEA. $13 by $9, 12 by 8. I don't see any 8 by 8 though. Why is this so hard? It has to be a square baking dish. 11 by 7. See, but these sides are tapered. 11 by 7. To be continued. Let me look more. At Target now. All the Pyrex is sold out for some reason. That's what I need. Gosh, they don't have much at Target. That's why I don't really shop here anymore. Look at all the shelves are empty. Amazon's running everyone out of business, I think. Alright, well, at least I got some bread flour. All the Valentine's Day stuff out here too. I got this new waver on Amazon. I'm trying it out, seeing something different for my hair. We'll see how it works. This is the final result. Not sure if I like it or not. I think I do. The first time I did, this is what, the third time I did it. The first time I did it, it was way too 80s. And then I watched a couple videos. They were like really crimpy looking curls. And then I watched a video how to do it more wavy, like mermaid style kind. So I think I like it. It's something different than just my straight hair. So I don't know, we'll see. I mean, the thing was only like $20. So this takes about 20 minutes to do my hair versus like 10 minutes for my hair with the straightener, because my hair is already wavy-ish straight. So in case of any of the ladies want to know. A couple of weeks ago, I made blueberry pop-tarts. Today, I'm making cherry. These are frozen cherries with a little bit of cornstarch slurry mixed with equal parts cornstarch and water. You have to mix that cold first, because if you put it in when this is already boiling, it will just clump up. So it just helps thicken it a little bit. So I have to let this boil probably for about 15-20 minutes. And then I have to let it cool completely before I put it in the pie dough. Started to make the pie dough. A lot of butter. It's about 2.5 cups of flour, a little bit of powdered sugar, salt, 1 cup of butter. So I'm just going to work the butter into the flour, and then I put it in the freezer for a little bit, and then I roll it into a disc. This is the hardest part and the most time consuming. It takes about an hour start to finish to make the pie dough, let it rest in the refrigerator, and then take it out and roll it. into sheets and cut them. This is the most time consuming part about making Pop-Tarts, but we like them, and I only do it every couple of weeks because scones are so much easier. Using the pastry cutter I do like, but I also like to kind of get my hands in there. Both my hands. I took off a glove to grab the camera, but I wanted to show you this. I also like to kind of smash them and see how they're like little thin pieces instead of balls. I like to get in here and do that with any like large chunks of butter. It just makes, I feel that it makes my pie crust just more flaky because you have all these little pieces of butter in there that aren't like in balls. I also have seen some people grate their butter. I don't know, but I enjoy baking, so I like to get my hands in it. Okay, now I rolled it into a ball. I added the ice water. Just knead it a little bit until you don't see like a lot of dry parts of flour. I'm talking about just very little, or else it will get tough on you. So you want to wrap it up in plastic wrap and put it in the refrigerator for 1 hour. Let it rest, because you were working it a little bit. So I like to let my pie dough rest. And I kind of flatten it out a little bit once I get it in here, because sometimes it's a pain to roll out. It takes a lot of my muscles. So look, you can still see the little bits of butter. That's exactly what you want. It's gonna be nice flaky pie crust. Here's the finished product. It came out perfect. Look at that cherry jam. Looks so good. That cherry filling. And Tim's on his way home. He's gonna love these. Want to show you guys the inside. Look at that beautiful dark cherry filling. I've been trying to get Tim to taste them on camera, but when we go out places, I just forget because we're always running out the door. He hasn't been feeling good the last couple days. I think some sort of sinus infection. We like the cherry ones, but for some reason, I think it just depends on what kind of fruit it is, but the cherries are a little bit sweet. So it gets lost like with the pie dough. And the blueberries are always a little bit tart and have a little bit more sourness. So Tim liked the blueberry ones more. But other than that, these are really good. I could probably find, like, if I really wanted to, I could probably find tart cherries and do it that way with tart fresh cherries. But these are the only frozen cherries that we've seen. I think they're like dark sweet cherries or dark sweet black cherries. But why go through all that trouble if we like the blueberry better? We buy a big bag at Costco. So that's the update on the pies. Thank you for watching, everyone, and we'll see you on the next one.